comment. Uh, Big week this week, guys. The last 48 to 72 hours have been pretty unbelievable. Got a lot of stuff to go over, a lot of stuff to talk about, and let's celebrate, man. We're just getting this party started.
Hey, Brian, how are you?
Oh my God, doing great, Annie. How about yourself?
I'm
Couldn't
doing
be any
great.
better.
Yeah? Oh my goodness. I'm so excited, man. You have no idea. Yeah, well, you probably, no, you do have idea. You have all the idea in the world, man. I know you are. Everyone is, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, there's just a lot going on, and what's great is like we're just getting up, just getting off the ground. Like this train is just getting going. With just some of the marketing, some of the deals we've been making, partnerships, sponsorships, moving forward. By I would think next week, we got some projects onboarding. I'm hoping HRM gets in here to talk about the process. These things are all starting to come together, and I think by next
Mhm.
week we're going to have the swap up and functioning. And like, that's what's really going to drive growth and drive, move us forward is projects coming in and the trades happening on our swap and things happening in our ecosystem. So, I mean, so much to look forward to. Like, we are just barely seeing the tip of this iceberg. And I'm excited about it. I really am.
Oh, wow. Yeah, definitely. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So many things to look forward for next week. And we're already trending on other blockchains. It's great. It's great. I love it. Uh, So I guess we can start answering that question. Well, we've been doing it, but when marketing, right? So yep. Now you can start seeing it. The push that we've been mentioning before. Um. So let's see. It's well. I hope 21 comes soon. Not sure. It's probably sometimes how it things gets with real life stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. So yeah, hopefully he gets here soon. So
No, we'll
but
just get some
no.
speakers up here and we'll definitely
Yeah.
get started. But like I
Mhm.
just wanted to mention what you talked about with the marketing because that's been a hot button topic for us probably for the last 17 months. Is when we're gonna start marketing, when we're gonna start doing things. And a lot of people didn't realize that, behind the scenes there was a lot of this going on every day, building partnerships, making connections, building our community because when it's time to spend the money on the marketing, if we didn't have the community that we have now, that's getting out there and rating like madmen and getting us trending on multiple chains, trending every day on X and on Coin Market Cap, like these things matter. And this is only like day 3 of this push. But what we need to keep doing is we keep being consistent. If we keep blowing up these posts, these influencers, these Coles, all these people, they start to just see paw. They just see it like, what is this? And it just takes one click, the click on it, be like, God, I keep hearing about this. What is this? It was like when I got in and saw Pepe blowing up all over, like, what the hell is Pepe? And then you start seeing the green candles and people chase the green candles. And we're definitely getting some of those green candles coming in and some buyers coming in. And I mean, my God, that Got news, guys, that is huge. I mean, they partnered with Hamster Combat and they ran up to like $150 million, and that's Hamster Combat. I'm not taking anything away from them. It's a different kind. They're a gaming platform. They just run a game. We're so much more than that. We run an entire blockchain that endless number of games can eventually come and build on and use. And it's just we have so much to offer that, like I said earlier, I'm going to keep saying this, that we haven't even seen the full potential of this. There's so much more to come in the pipeline. We're always building, we're always growing. Like that's what we're here for, and that's why we're grinding every day. And we've been putting in this time, and all these last 6 7 months, people asking when marketing, like, this is what we've been doing. This is what the marketing team's been doing, working on partnerships, deals, sponsorships behind the scenes. So when it was time to say go, we could do this stuff, and we have the right people in place. Like, we have very, very intelligent people not only running the team, and I'm gonna give a quick shout out again to our support team because what they did with the migration, I mean, my God, like that alone, it was just enough for me to just be 100% in on what we're building because no DeFi project has that. No DeFi project has that one-on-one support that answered thousands of tickets to make sure everybody got their money. And that's something that I was really proud of. And now it's like went from support, now it's on marketing, and soon the onboarding team is going to be challenged, right? Because we're going to start marketing, bringing in people to onboard, and it's going to get very hectic, So the devs are hard at work, making sure everything's streamlined, fixing the UI, and then we're going to start getting these projects on, and everybody else is just going to have to chip in and help them out. So that's kind of what these last few days have meant to me. uh there's big things coming, guys. This is just the beginning. We just got to keep staying consistent, keep staying loud, and looking forward into next week. I mean, the whole market segment's changing too. We couldn't have done this at a better time. I mean, Trump just got off the stage and talked about a Bitcoin strategic reserve, and now Bitcoin's starting to go up again after it dipped. And it's just, there is massive bullish news. The market cycle is turning bullish, and that is always defined by the news cycle. I always said a bear market's defined by a negative news cycle. A bull market is defined by a positive news cycle, and we are starting to get a lot of positive news and momentum. And I think we're going to start seeing this stuff trickle in. This bull market's going to kind of gain steam over these coming weeks and months. And I think by the end of the year and the next year, we're going to be pretty much full go, start ripping, and then into next summer, because that'll be about that time after the halving, that number of days when Bitcoin and everything starts seeing its highest number, the peak of the bull run. And I think it's going to follow it exactly. So many great things ahead. I'm looking forward to chatting with you guys. If anybody wants to speak, feel free to come on up, request a mic, talk about what stood out for you this week, what you're looking forward to. I love to hear from it. So, Annie, I'm just going to toss over to you for some of your thoughts, and then we can start going to the speakers.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so Brian, yeah, so many things to talk about. So let me we are going to just first of all, go through the recap for the week, make sure everybody is up to date, right, of what happened last week. So, well, still this week. And then yeah, we move on to everyone else. So let's see. We're gonna go ahead and hopefully putting my translator. So I'll just go ahead and read it. So let's see. Okay, well, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here on our hangout. We've been doing it this is the 72nd hangout that we have since we started. Non-stop, never missed a week. And we are on the 22nd week. That's crazy. So today we covered the week of July 20th through July 27th. And here's a weekly recap. A revolutionary blockchain is live, and many utilities were waiting for this milestone to get moving. We will add features one at a time as they become ready, including the DEX multi-chain connections, validators, delegators, wallet extension, LP staking, wallet, mobile app, and Solana and Tron connections. Those are they're working on it as well. Each feature will be closely monitored to ensure it functions correctly on the mainnet. This approach prevents complications, making it easier to identify and resolve any issues. As we continue to innovate, PAWChain.net is committed to, PAWChain is committed to rolling out new features and enhancements, each meticulously tested to ensure seamless integrations and optimal performance. So in conclusion, PAWChain is not just a blockchain, it's a complete ecosystem designed to elevate industry standards. By focusing on advanced technology, robust security, and user-friendly solutions, we are paving the way for a more connected and efficient blockchain future. Please keep supporting us during the AMAs that we've been scheduled this week. Thank you, Brian, for Great job you done. You and the team, right? 21 Paul, all you guys jumping on the spaces. The God one was amazing. Thank you so much for everything. The Web3 ones that we've been having during the week, same thing, like connecting with all these projects. I love it. You know, putting our name out there and say, hey, let us know. Let us help you, right? So, let's see. Give me a moment. So yeah, so please follow the official accounts,
Hey,
PAWChain
Andy,
account.
your voice
Get
sounds
your
kind of muffled.
notification.
Do you hear it? You having microphone issues? You sound a little muffled when you're talking with your voice.
Oh, I do. Okay,
Yes.
second. Let me see if I can change it. Uh, one second. Um, yeah, I don't know how to change it.
It sounds a
But
little better now, to be honest.
I do.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna just stay closer to the phone, I guess. Does that look sounds better?
That's
That that
much
sounds
better.
good, Andy.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so what do you want me to, what do I start? I don't start, right? I mean, it wasn't that bad. Well,
It's
yeah,
fine.
okay. So thank you. All right. Well, let's now. In case you missed it this week, we have CoinMarketCap updated and verified our circulating supply. All right. So in case you didn't know, now you know. We have officially extended our support via one-to-one meetings with projects that would like to start the first steps to deploy their token on PAWChain. Video guides and instructions will be live next week. Also, Certic, I don't know if you guys tried it already, but Certic released a Skynet quest for PAWChain. Try it today, and if you haven't done it, so please do so. PAWChain announced a sponsorship with Straw. Oh, this is pretty cool. I love it. PAWChain announced a sponsorship with strawweight fighter Taylor Starling, aka Killer Bee. Don't miss the event this Saturday coming up on August 3rd, where she will be fighting for this championship, that belt. I know you guys, you, Brian, and Fafo, who else? Brian, 21. Well,
Luck.
I'm not sure who did, but members of the community,
It was
helped
luck.
this.
Luck was there. It was me, Fafo, luck.
I love it. Keeping coming because this is pretty amazing. I love it. I'm just excited. Like it's all this craziness. So thank you so much, guys. You guys worked this out, this sponsorship with her, and looking forward to that fight this coming Saturday. Let's see. New one. Something else. A new listing was announced with CoinMoon List and Moontalk. Also, we've been featured in videos and articles worldwide. I don't know if well, we're gonna put it. We should put it on the Jumbotron. Didi posted a video about PAWChain on YouTube. BSCN article, Vortex also video on YouTube. Also, we will link it in a moment. Um, let's see. One more thing, two more things actually. If you are not aware of it yet, maybe if you're not on Telegram, but we have now this event, where we're gonna reward the community when they participate on raid sharks. We have the bot on Telegram. Please go ahead and start smashing those tweets for a chance to get win rewards. The last one, and this is also very important. Godbit. Godbit announced OTC investment in PAWChain. So they have a thread, posted a thread on X, and we're gonna put it here as well. I don't know if you guys already did, but let's do it so everybody can
I have it up top,
go in
Andy.
it.
Already posted on the Jumbotron.
Awesome. Beautiful. So these are, the marketing push that we're waiting on, and there's more to come. So we, like Brian was saying, trying to, make it, flow organically and, put the name of PAW out there. So thank you very much for everything, right? For the other speakers, anyone, and please anyone that would like to ask a question or provide feedback, your participation is always appreciated. This community hangout is for you, the community, us. Like we all part of the same the community. If you have any questions, please come up, ask them. Any feedback. Don't forget the feedback channels that we have on Discord as well for the utilities that we have. We also have a way to create a ticket if you there's a bug or you notice a bug on the platform or anything that you would like to see added on the on PAWChain and the L3. Remember, it's a main beta, so it would more updates, adjustments, things will be added. So please, if you see something that you would like to see improved or add or anything, just let us know so they can work on it. Okay, this is the project, but community is 100% involved. So please don't hesitate. Is your help is super important. Your feedback is super important to us and to the devs. So thank you. Go ahead, Brian, take over. Like,
No, appreciate all great news. You pretty much mentioned like everything that I kind of wanted to cover for the space, but I just wanted to get back real quick before we hand out to your speakers to speak more about the rating and the Raidbot. If you guys haven't already, get over to that Telegram. There are $1,000 worth of paw up for grabs every month to the top 20 raiders that is going to be split up. And ever since that Raidbot's come in, our game has absolutely exploded. We are just hitting post after post, paw after paw. We're trending every day. I want to share some knowledge with you guys, some of the stuff that I've learned studying X algorithm over the last few months. I wrote kind of a document on it on some do's and don'ts. The earlier you get to a post, like say you get an influencer post, he targets something, the earlier you get to it, the more impressions you're going to have. Limit the number of hashtags and ats, and don't start your paragraph with an at. Okay, don't start your post with an at. Say a couple things and always try relate it to the post. If there's something in a post, relate a sentence to it and then start shilling paw. Like you want to answer what they're talking about and then start shilling paw, because I've noticed that also ups the impressions. Also, make sure you guys like all the other paw comments that are under that post. That will help boost it up. You can repost the post that's in there for the points, the original posts, but limit your number of reposts of the other paw posts under that thread. Because if you flood too many reposts throughout the day, the algorithm will kind of bury you and you will not get nearly as many impressions. That's something I noticed. So kind of limit them, save them for the high value reposts, like paw, anything posted by the paw main account, some like big ones that we really want to amplify. Also, quoting is actually worth more. I'm gonna kind of break it down to like a point system here. If a like is worth 1 point, a bookmark is worth, or a repost is worth like 1.5 or 2 points. A quote is worth 4, like a bookmark worth 3. A comment is worth like 7. Commenting is by far, guys, the number one way to boost views and impressions across X. So anytime you can, comment and just mix it up just a little bit. Don't just copy and paste everything, because that's a quick way to get shadow banned. You just have to change it up a little bit. Mix up your tag, put in a different emoji. Throw a punch, throw 100 this time. You just have to mix it up a little bit. You can't just copy and paste every time, otherwise you will get shadow banned. So if you guys get, just follow some of those, get dialed in. It will up our raid game even more. Turn on notifications to some of the big accounts so you can hit them early. When you do hit them early, go ahead and post either, in the Telegram raid channel or in the group that we have, the PAWChain group here on X, so we can get to it and share it and amplify it as much as possible. But I just wanted to let you guys know too, absolutely crushing the raids. We got to keep it going. I think it's the number one thing that we can do to amplify our message here on X. And then, get active on CoinMarketCap as well, guys. Jimmy Boss, I don't think he's in here, but he has absolutely been killing it these last few days on CoinMarketCap, getting hundreds of thousands of views. And it's kind of the same thing over there. We got to hit it early comment, repost, and the earlier you get to it, the more views that he will get. So get active on CoinMarketCap as well. Get active on Reddit. If you see something in Reddit, spend some time in there. It's probably the platform I'm the least comfortable with, but when I get a chance, I try to get over there just to get some comments in, some posts in. There's some good stuff over there, so we'll keep that going. Last thing, I'm going to switch over to the sponsorship, guys. This is something I worked on with Luck and Fafo, and I think it's an amazing opportunity because this fight next week is going to be the biggest fight in the bare knuckle fighting championship history. There's literally going to be tens of thousands of people there, people who aren't from the States. Sturgis Bike Rally is the biggest biker rally in the entire world. There are literally tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people that flock into that little town in South Dakota to drink, party, hang out, do whatever. And most of them are our target demographic that we're trying to go after to recruit for these things. And she has been so great. She's calling us out in interviews. She's going to start posting stuff on Instagram. She's already got her uniform done with the PAWChain logo. She's probably going to mention us after the fight. And I recommend you guys definitely get the app, watch the fight. The bare knuckle stuff is so exciting to watch. She is an absolute warrior. She's going up against a very tough opponent who she's facing, the champion Brit. Very, very good. But I think Taylor's in the best shape of her life. Like, I've been following bare knuckle for a while now, and I haven't seen her look as good as she does. She's training 6 to 8 hours a day. I actually asked her to come on here today, but she's training. So she said after the fight, she'll definitely, come on one of our spaces to talk to us and hang out and meet everybody. So I just want to say thank you guys for all that support. And this is just a start, guys. I'm really thinking, down the line that we can sponsor more fighters if this is successful, and maybe I met with the CEO of BKFC and discussed with him about sponsorship opportunities as well on the ring posts, the ring, the ropes, the background for all their press briefings, all that stuff, press conferences they have. So I mean, there's a ton of opportunity that I think exists in that market that we share a demographic with. So there's more to come on that front. I just wanted to let you guys know about that. I'm done rambling. There's so much to talk about. I think I can keep going on, but I want to hear from everybody else in here. We got a lot to talk about. So I'm going to throw it down to Sir Shills first, and then go to Crypto Lounge, and then we'll go to Paul Alchemist, and then just Dave. So Sir Shills, what's up, man? How are you doing?
Brian, really quick. Sorry to interrupt
Yeah, it's
before.
fine.
What was the app that you mentioned that we can download to watch the
Bare
fight?
Knuckle Fighting Championship app. You can just find it in the App Store. Download it. I think it's like $60 for the entire year. You get all the fights. I have it. I download it on my smart TV, and I just turn it on. Every Friday night they have a fight and watch the fights.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Okay, that was all my question. Thank you.
No problem. All right, so Shills, what you got for the week, brother?
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Okay, cool. Oh, wow. Holy
We hear
cow.
you, baby.
It was just the last 3 days mostly, but oh my goodness, I just can't even believe it, right? Like, it's just spectacular, spectacular. I like you, Brian, like you, Annie, like everyone else, I could sit here and probably talk for the next 5 hours about everything that happened. And my in real life friends know all about it because they've had to listen to it. But holy cow, I just don't even, I mean, it's just so amazing. You know, and seeing all of the new support is just spectacular. But I really want to give a shout out to the people who have been here with us, supporting us from the beginning. Crypto always doing your best, man, making all those videos, helping to explain everything to everybody about Paw. Um, it's just wonderful seeing it all come together right now. We can see in the space now. Dave is up here. Hey, buddy, good to see you from HRM. HRM has been chilling as much as they can and helping us as much as they can, as well as helping themselves, which is what this is all about. It's about all of us coming together and all of us working together to try to advance crypto and blockchain, which, like, anyone's not here. I messaged him earlier. I hope he's all right. He's probably just busy, but pardon me. He says it all the time, right? Prior to PAWChain, it was everyone screaming their own project, screaming their own blockchain, right? separately. Why? I mean, I get why. To be honest, I was one of them. It's a learning experience for me, to see, the more we all help each other, the more we all work together, the further all of this will go. I see DeFi Times here, another one, another project working with PAW. With their magazine, they've got a Spanish version as well, as far as I know. I'm trying to catch up with everything here. It's a lot of information happening at once, but it's just really overwhelming to see how far we've all come. The announcement from Gotbit, I spend a fair amount of time in the Telegram now as well with the Raidbot, and that announcement went out, there's a buy bot. So the buy bot in Telegram. If you're not in the Telegram, please join the Telegram. I mean, it was never my thing. I didn't even really know what it was until I joined it, but everybody's welcome there. Everybody's supporting each other. Different languages coming in and chatting, giving feedback, like Brian said, about the best way to raid a post, or what worked for them, what didn't work for them. Everybody's sharing. But yeah, once that Gotbit announcement went out, that the buy bot just went just started freaking out. Like the buys were just coming in one after another. So yeah, it's just also amazing to see the sponsorship of Taylor. She, wow, you can even just go on YouTube, right? I mean, go on YouTube and watch her, watch what she's done. She's tough as nails. She can take plenty of hits and keep going. And quite frankly, it's an inspiration to me. I mean, many of us have been here from the beginning. We've all been knocked down by those bots a year ago, and here we are, right? Keep moving forward. So I'm just really I can't even believe it, that it's just in a matter of days. It's been the build up to it. It's been a lot of work. It's been a lot of effort. I'm thanking everybody who's continued to contribute, continue to believe, continue to support. It's been a long time. I know it's been a long time. Doing tweets or posts, you get 1 or 2 likes or a retweet here. There's not that much action. Now, like Brian said, holy cow! I mean, geez, if you guys get on Telegram, there's a channel called Raid, and that's where the Raid bot posts the posts that we're going to raid. And so you just go in there and you can see it. I have had multiple people contacting me now on Telegram. Obviously, some of them are scammers, but some of them are from, and I'm talking to them now. They're trying to figure out how they're going to be able to do something for Paul. So it's really, really turning up here for us. I mean, if you take a look at the chart, the last 7 days, we're up about 40 something percent. I'm not going to talk about price or any of the rest of it, but you can't deny it, right? I mean, you can't deny the fact that this is the momentum that we needed. We're moving forward, and quite frankly, being on the chain, seeing accounts posting about us being like the second highest gainer on base. I think Annie, you were talking about that, like all the chains talking about us now. Just it's amazing. I am so grateful to be here right now and with all of you guys. I don't really have too much else to say. Brian, those were excellent points about posting. I myself have spent a fair amount of time on Twitter, as you can tell by my name. But yeah, it's still somewhat of a mystery. So the more that we can share our experiences, the more we can learn from each other, the better we can all become. In that area especially, I don't know, I'm thinking maybe even having a space dedicated to that, where everybody could just have a chance to say what worked or didn't work, or even give examples. And maybe I'm taking it too far. I love shilling, so you just have to accept me for who I am. But I think we're definitely on the right track here, and I'm really, 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 really looking to see what's coming. Once we get that swap up, like Brian said, once PAWSwap is up and running, I mean, that's it. I think that's it. I think that's gonna push us up to the next level, where we've already gone up so many levels in the past 2 or 3 days. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for me for this week. I see so many people in here I would like to thank, like individually. I'm just gonna thank everybody here right now, because you all know that you're doing whatever you can to help support PAW, and you're all also being very helpful to one another and being, I'll say it, respectful. Like I can see it in the Telegram, where people come in and have a question, they have a suggestion. It's not, you're not being shut down, you're not being made fun of. I mean, we do have jokes, we do have fun in there, but it's very welcoming in my opinion. And and I'm comparing this to previous projects that I've also been in where it's not been that way. I'm not gonna talk poorly about any of them, but I'm sure some of you have also had similar experiences where we just were trying to ask a couple of questions and perhaps we're blocked hand or the rest of it. So if you have time, I know we've all got in real life things to do. We've got jobs and families and all the rest of it. Just do whatever you can. Please don't get overwhelmed. Brian also made a good point about consistency, about just doing what you can do, right? Just showing up and doing whatever you can do. Don't sort of overwhelm yourself and try to do too much and then burn yourself out. So I'm gonna stop talking now. That's pretty much it for me. And thank you everybody so much again for all of your support and for everything that everybody has been doing. And I literally mean that. I'm scrolling down through the profile pictures. I can see the heart there. I just saw Paw Magic throw one up. Um, I just really can't say enough about the support of the community here, making it this far, right? Making it this far, and now the paid marketing is coming in on top of what we've been doing. Yeah, this is it, guys. I mean, it's just amazing. So I'm gonna zip my lip here. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Sir Shills. Well said, man. And your level of grind for the last, 18 months, pretty much since you've been here with the project, has been unbelievable. And it's something that I want to mention that, like, what we're doing here, guys, it's hard, right? It's hard to be a part of a project for as long as we are, to build and to just know, hey, we're building for the future. Like, we're going to grind, we're going to get there. There's going to be ups, there's going to be downs. People are going to come, people are going to go. There's going to be FUD. And we've made it through it all. And now we got this foundation of not only the tech, but the community to build upon. And we're here now. We're at that point where we're going to start showcasing this. And we have that 18 months of hardened, you know, toughness behind us, that, we're still here and we're going to be loud, and we know a lot about this project, and we're proud of this project, we're proud of this team. And that means a lot. So what you say, Sir Shows, really strikes a chord with me, dude. I really truly appreciate it, man. Well said. Gonna toss it down here to Crypto Lounge, and then we'll go over to Paul Alchemist.
Yes, man. I tell you, a strong finish to the week, right? I mean, marketing blitz got bid. We have the core components that are about to. When I talk about core components, I mean, the decks. We're going to have some building spaces, I believe, coming up this week. Build on Paul space, I believe. So, those are the core things that run a blockchain ecosystem. Building, you have volume that goes through the dexes. How many different ecosystems do we have in the space that have dexes that have low volume that people really don't use? They're extravagant, but people don't use them. I feel like this ecosystem, there's more than it's just the dex. It's not redundant. Going forward, this market share, and I'm talking about global blockchain market size, it's about to explode. So when you think about the core components, the building, the DEX, the wallet, the infrastructure of the blockchain tech, the L3, which is very unique. We have to be unique going forward because there's a lot of blockchain systems out there, right? So we have that here. This is what's so exciting for me when I look at the Paul, when I, step outside and I turn around, I look at this ecosystem and take a full grasp of it. I see uniqueness, right? I see things that I don't see in other ecosystems. I see things that I don't see in other blockchain technology. Very new. Now we're moving into an era, and I like, me, guys. I like to look out 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the road. Outside of the box that we're in now, 2030. We're talking about an 87% growth pattern within the actual market size of blockchain technology. That's pretty substantial. We're talking about going from around 10 billion to around 1.4 trillion. And that's just a couple of, maybe a little over 4.5 years from now. So that's some rapid growth. And a lot of that is going to be VC funded. But if you look at the way PAWChain was actually birthed, it's pretty unique in that right as well. The ground building, the grassroots nature of PAWChain, this community, I think there's so many unique aspects to the PAWChain ecosystem. Not only the ecosystem, but the community as well. Strong community. We are part of this community. You guys were a part of it before I even came along, so you know how it started. You don't see that in these other blockchain technologies. You see development groups, and then the community came after. I seen a strong community before anything when I first took a look at this, and I think that's what matters. Community-based projects that grow up into businesses. This is rare. You just don't see this happen very often. So, and you guys know the conception. You already know how this started. A small DEX idea on Shibarium, and look what the hell we have now. It's pretty extravagant. The blossom effect is enormous with this project. Now, I want to share with you some data, some more data, guys, too, when it comes to blockchain market size and where we're headed with this ecosystem. Because again, perfect timing, right? The system is built out for the future, right? Not only inside the crypto space, but outside. Here's some of the sectors that we don't hear about in our space: financial sectors, government sectors, healthcare, media, entertainment, retail. We always talk about tokenization of assets. That makes up a large market share of the blockchain. And we don't talk about that a lot. That is starting to percolate. That is starting to gear up to be massive going into the next 5 years, guys. I feel like PAWChain, I feel like the devs know this. These guys know this. I know they do. And this is why this platform is built out this way, to service those notions, to service that need going forward in the financial sector, in the government, in healthcare, in media, in entertainment, in retail. It's all here. Just look at how it's built. Now, the core components are going to be online pretty soon. I'm loving that. Can't wait to see the builders coming. Can't wait to see the looks and the tone of their voices when they actually start tinkering with the blockchain and realizing how extravagant it is, how intrinsic it is. I can't wait to see the feedback, guys. So again, you guys know I'm very excited about it. And I just want to bring these numbers to you. This is huge. PAWChain is in place to succeed. There is nothing in the way of PAWChain, nothing, because of its unique nature. And you want to talk GDP, blockchain technology is said to enter a whopping $1.7 trillion by 2030 when it comes to GDP. Blockchain technology, guys. So this shit is happening and pause in the right place.
I couldn't agree more, Crypto Lounge, and you make some unbelievable points just about our uniqueness, and how that's going to set us apart from many of our competitors. We're not just releasing another L2. We're not just another blockchain. L2 was the last bull run. That was yesterday's tech. We're so much more than that, and I think we're so far advanced in such a unique kind of blockchain. To be honest, I think it's going to make a lot of other blockchains obsolete. We're I feel like PawChain is going to be the one that pops that bubble, that
No,
dot
you're
com
right.
bubble. We're going to pop that bubble, and only the strong are going to survive. And
No,
I think
yeah, yeah.
we got that tech to make it happen.
No, L2s are going to be obsolete in a very short time, and we know this. I mean, look at this L3. Look at what it's doing. It's probably doing things that we don't even know about to this day, but we're about to find out. And it's just going to evolve. This technology just evolves and it gets better and better. And obviously that depends on the dev team. But we know this dev team is very excited about this L3, this entire infrastructure. So we know that there's going to be a consistent evolutionary pattern with this system, right? So that going forward is very exciting too as well. I don't know if I mentioned that, but just the fact that this thing is going to evolve past this point, it's already a juggernaut and it's going to be evolving into the future. My God, who knows what it's going to look like the next 5 years? It's going to be an amazing experience just being a part of the maturation process of this ecosystem, and then the decentralized exchange. Can't wait for that. I get a lot of questions about that. We read in the initial papers that was put out that it's not going to be just a regular DEX, right? There's going to be a lot of toolage within this DEX. It's going to be quite different than what we're used to. You implant that in the middle of this entire ecosystem, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be absolutely amazing. And you have blockchain users across the globe, guys. 2023, I think Asia was around almost 200 million in blockchain users. It's going to exponentially grow even further to that, probably really close to half a trillion by the end of next season, right? So this use case is going to be phenomenal. Insert PAWChain. Perfect timing. Perfect freaking timing.
Absolutely, man. I could not agree more. We're definitely set up in a great position, and and you mentioned about that Dex coming live, and I just want to tell everybody in here now, um, as these projects start onboarding, because they're going to start onboarding, the process has already begun. It is a bit of a process. It's going to take some time. They get it figured out, get them onboarded, to start training. It's going to be a bit of a slow burn. It's just going to take some time for them to catch footing, for people to feel comfortable with our wallet, for people to feel comfortable with our swap. But once that first project takes off and explodes and starts getting notoriety, and they say, hey, have you heard about this so and so project on PAWChain? Yeah, they're available on, you can go use 11 different native currencies or 12, however many chains we're connected to, go to their swap and just buy their token. Once that word gets out how easy it is, everyone is just going to start flooding. And then once that volume starts picking up, all these other projects, it's going to be like what happened with Solana, the hottest chain going right now. It's not the best chain, it's just the most popular, in my opinion. And it's going
I'm
to be the
glad you made
same
that
thing
up.
with us.
Yeah,
It,
I'm
it's
glad you
a
said that, brother.
it's the same thing with us. It's just
Yeah,
that's what's going to happen. And the thing is, though, was our chain is much better than Solana. Like, it's going to run better. It's going to be faster. It's going to be more reliable. It's just built differently. Our consensus mechanism is completely unique and new. Like, this is just such new stuff. And it's more efficient. There's all these different things, man. Like I said, I can go on for days. Crypto Lounge, dude, well said, man. I'm gonna throw it over to Paul Alchemist now, and then we're going to go up to Nick at DeFi Times, and he's going to drop some of that alpha, another one of our partners, yet even more news from this week, which I think is going to be a great thing moving forward with him. So I'm going to throw it down to Paul Alchemist, and then we're going to go up to Nick at DeFi Times. And then just Dave, I didn't forget about you, bud. I see you down there. The order kind of flipped around, but you're next. Go ahead, Paul.
Thanks a bunch, Brian. I appreciate. I just wanted to echo mostly what everybody else has said so far, but mostly it was just to echo exactly what you just said about DeFi Times. They're an amazing. I went through their application yesterday, and it's the partnership is, to say the least. I think we're in good hands. I'll let Nick talk about the project and what he's done so far. He's got and basically it's an application on iOS and Android. It just got approved in the Android store, but it's a news application for DeFi, and it's fabulous. It's written in English and Spanish, with 12 other languages coming online, and I am thrilled that we actually get in on the ground floor with a great partnership with a partner like Nick, because he's fabulous, knowledgeable, passionate, and devoted to putting out a really crisp, clean, clear piece, not just a singular piece about PAWChain, but an informative, educational piece, which absolutely needs to happen. All this media hype about PAWChain needs to come hand in, which is what I've been saying for months, needs to come hand in hand with educating the populace about what we are, what we're doing, and how we're doing it. And Nick is a perfect conduit for that. So I'll just turn it over to him. Assuming he ever gets up here as a speaker, that would be great. But that's DeFi Times. I tried to post it in the Jumbotron, and for some reason it's not allowing me to do that. But nonetheless, I just want to echo what Shills said and Crypto Lounge said. It's been a fabulous. The last 3 days have been, it just keeps getting better and better and better. And I know that we're not supposed to talk about price action, but dude, that price action for the last couple of days has just been staggering. And I got to tell you, that GotBit thing just tore the roof off of everything and anything. So kudos to the dev team, kudos to the media team. Just let's keep rolling, baby.
Yeah, man, that's well said. There's so much more to come, dude. Like, these last 3 days have been a whirlwind, and like, I know we're not supposed to talk about price action, but like, let's face it, guys. Like, green candles bring people in. They see it on charts, trending, brings people in. It just does. Hey, this project's up 20%. They're trending number 2 on base chain. I'm going to click on them. What's
Exactly.
trending? Like, people look at that stuff,
Exactly.
and that's what brings people in to learn about our tech. And this is a
Ding.
great transition, like, to DeFi Times, talking about people learning about our tech is, we got a conduit now, which I think, is a professionally written. It's going to be very well displayed. It's going to be in multiple languages, and it's only going to grow over time as adoption comes
and
on.
multiple and not a singular entry.
Exactly.
These are from what I understand from Nick, it's three, possibly four, maybe five articles on our DeFi one, our layer one, layer two, layer three, and the interoperability of possibly in the fourth article. But again, Nick, hi, I know you're down there, baby.
I got him
Get
up
up
here.
here, start yakking.
I'm already up here.
Yeah.
I
All
can't
right.
believe I've got to follow you, Alchemist. You're so buzzed up, and it's like 10 to 2 in the morning here in Dubai, and I'm absolutely shattered. So I've got to I've
Cool.
got to follow your energy, and I've got little to none of it left.
Baby, you'll do fine. Just start yakking. But before I let you go, before I let you start yakking about the project,
Yes.
I do want to. This is something that we talked about in your space yesterday, and this is right after Brian left yesterday, which is sad because he's echoing the exact same thing. Is that and people don't care about security. The end user, the grand, basic user does not care about security. They don't care about what's trending. They don't care. The only thing they care about is green candles. It's, oh, where's the money? It's the buzzwords they don't care about. They don't care about the technology. After they've invested, then they start caring about green candles.
Well, what
Uh,
I'll say is people get involved on green candles, and then they start investigating what the project is. Nobody does their own research. People watch a video or read an article, and they think, "Oh yeah, this is great. I'm going to jump into this because I'm going to make some money." And once they've jumped into it, then they start looking into, "Oh, what is it exactly?" And then that's when some people are those that don't just ride the green candle, jump out and leave and never come back. Um, the inquisitive minds then look into the project a bit more and think, "Oh, this is actually amazing. I think I'm going to stick around." And that's where you build your community from. But they're still very much green candle centric. Everyone's happy when a project's going up. Nobody's happy when a project's going down. What people have to
Obviously.
understand is you move forward on positive momentum, and once there's nothing left, then have a pullback. And people go, "Oh, why are we going down?" Well, it's crypto. You go up and then you go down. Nothing goes up in a straight line. You've only got to look at Bitcoin over its years and years of cycles to, if in doubt, zoom out and see what it does. It goes up, it pulls back, it goes up, it pulls back. Every crypto does that. Every project does that. There's some projects that are different. One thing I would like to say, uh, just on Crypto Lounge's point, when he was looking at all the different forms of projects that future projects could be building on this chain. I can't remember if it's this issue or last issue. I think it was the last issue. I spoke about voting systems that can be built. I genuinely think a good voting system could be built on this chain with the level of technology that you guys have got, which would then give fair voting across the board. There's a million different things that this technology can be used for. When you have a system that is bigger, faster, stronger than everything else, and cheaper, of course, then there's a lot of different technologies in day-to-day life that can be built on top of it. So I love what you guys have been building. I've been speaking with you guys for a very long time, and this partnership hasn't just sprung up overnight. This partnership's been worked on for 7 months now, maybe closer to 8 months. and it's only come about now because now is the right time for both parties. So at the DeFi Times, we want to better educate people to the industry that we all know and love. And there's a lot of bad actors in this place, and there's a lot of people that try and fail because they just don't have the staying power. You know, it's not easy to think of a project and then project and follow that project through. And what we want to do is champion the projects that want to stick around. You know, me and Brian was talking about this earlier on. Um, the best projects just get put to one side because you're not a meme coin. You're not you're not going to give me 10,000 X, but at some point it's going to absolutely pop off, and then everyone's going to get behind it and claim they were ride or die from the beginning, even though they've just jumped into the project now. You know, we see it with our project. People come in like, oh yeah, this is Ace. I've been here for ages, and everyone's like, who the hell is this guy?
Where the hell did you come from?
Yeah. Oh no, do you not remember me? No, I really don't.
No, we don't. Thanks. Where the fuck have you
Yeah.
been?
So I'm excited about the partnership because it helps my project to become multi-chain. The magazine is chain agnostic. We we believe all chains have something to offer. Um, might not be the chain itself. It could be certain projects that have chosen to build on that chain, and that in itself, they could have built on any chain, but for their reasons, they've built on a specific chain. And we want people to be supporting projects, good projects that are on all chains. But some people, we all know that crypto is very, very what's the word? Way too late at night for me to be thinking about words. Um, so there's way too much maximalism in the space. You know, the Bitcoin maximalists are the
Tribalism, man,
first.
for sure.
Tribalism.
Yes.
Tribalism is
There's your word
yes,
right there.
yes. Thank you. Um, we want to stop tribalism because good projects are good projects. Now, let's say somebody did build a voting system on the blockchain. Now, I like to think that they would build it on your system because of the technology that you have. But let's say they built it on Ethereum and it was effective. I would like to push that because we all want free elections. We don't want people for 4 or 5 years afterwards have court cases where oh, vote fraud. Like if we can have a system where none of that makes a difference because it is a system that works perfectly, then I don't care what that's built on. I want people to get behind that project because of how good it is, not because it's on Bitcoin or Ethereum or Matic or PAWChain. I want people to get behind it because it's going to give the public confidence in what they're doing, and that goes across the board with all different types of projects. And it's sad to see that you do have Bitcoin maxes that call everything else a shitcoin, and it's like, well, and I guess we've all got to draw the line somewhere because I think when you're looking at real projects, like we look down on meme coins and say, well, they are actually shit coins. But to people who play in the meme coin space, they're like, well, why are you calling us shit coins? Just because we've got no utility. We're making money. So it's a very strange sandpit that we all play in, and it's got many, many different facets to it. And the whole point of the DeFi Times is to cover as much of it as possible. The hardest thing that we've had within the magazine so far is projects not rugging before we go to press. which is mental. Now, when we're looking in the blockchain section, the crypto section, the DeFi section, we haven't had any problems there. But I've had one NFT project that we've written an article for, who rugged 2 days later. Luckily, we didn't publish it in the magazine. And then we had a meme coin project that was some of the people in our community were involved in it, and it seemed like a fantastic project. And we wrote the article, and again, 2 days later, the project rugged, and luckily we'd not gone to press. So we tried to write the magazine as much in front as possible, but when you're a weekly magazine, you have a very fast turnaround to get the next magazine out. So we try to be as upfront as possible, so we do have the extra time to be able to pull an article out if the article itself actually rugs. So I sat down with the community and I just said, guys, what can we do to um, to better cover ourselves? And we kind of came up with a solution. Well, if the project's a month old, then there's less chance of it rugging, because in meme coin terms, a month old in doggy years is close to a year. So there's less chance of a meme coin rugging after. Yes, it could still fail, but if we have to cover something. So initially we've covered some of the biggest. We've also written different articles about that part of the industry, but sometimes we'll run the magazine, and the meme coin section will just have articles in it, because we haven't found some weeks we haven't found projects that we feel comfortable with, and we are very community led within the within our Telegram. We all kind of scour the landscape for certain projects within the meme coin space, to see what's worth talking about. The I just find it strange within meme coins that, oh, we've got a fantastic narrative. It's like, when did crypto become about narratives? Like, when did it stop becoming about safety and financial freedom? And now people are like, dude, you've got to buy this. The narrative is sick.
Which is a really good, not to interrupt you, Nick, but which is a really good segue to you talking about another aspect of your magazine, which is education.
Yes. So we know that we're going to have new people to crypto reading the magazine. So we try to bring out educational things so in the first 8 articles, we've written the basics of crypto trading, and it runs from issue 1 to issue 8. And I actually dropped the ball with Spanish, I'll be perfectly honest, and I didn't realize it until afterwards, because what I should have done in issue 1 was put in the article 1, but I didn't, because I wasn't thinking, because we're so busy, as you know, Alchemist, running a weekly publication is constant work, and then adding extra languages into that is even more work. What I should have done was put issue, like the basics of trading of crypto, issue 1, but I didn't. I put number 7 in. So what I've then had to do in the second issue is put issue 8 in, and then what I'll do then come issue 3 is I'll start back at 1 and then run all of the other 6. So the Spanish will get it, but they'll get it issue 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's a learning curve for us as well, you know. things happen, but it's just we're just constantly looking at how can we better educate people within the space to simple scams. Also, in this issue, acronyms. Like a lot of people don't like simple acronyms like FOMO. People understand, but then there's a lot of other ones that people just band around that they don't understand. So what we've done is we've written an article about the top 20 used acronyms within the industry, and a lot of my guys were like, I went through that and there's probably 4 or 5 in there, and these are people who've been in crypto for 4, 5, 6 years. They're like, yeah, there were about 4 or 5 in there that I actually didn't know. So we're not just trying to educate new people, we're also trying to put stuff in there that educates people who do know what they're doing, you know.
Hey, Nick, something that that I thought about, like what you're saying here. What makes our partnership so great as well, something I just thought of, is that the projects that come to you, looking to write an article, you can tell them about us now, and like, hey, you guys can take your coin multi-chain just by deploying a pool, and vice versa. Projects that we're in line with, we could send, hey, get with Nick at DeFi Times, and see if you can work out an article with him. So like I just thought about that now. It's a great way that we can just kind of cross promote and get these projects, just the platforms that they need to like amplify their message.
Yeah, I mean, look, I've spoken to Brian about this in the past. Um, I've always been kind of championing PAWChain, and when I speak to other projects and looking at talking to them and looking at what they're trying to do, I always mention the interoperability side of, and the funny thing is, I can now only say interoperability because of the conversations with Brian and 21. Um, I think the main problem with that word is that I've always expected it to be into proper operability or something like that, and I could just never say it. Then it weren't until having the conversations about the project and actually understanding what interoperability is, it's actually easier to say than than I first imagined. So yeah, there's part of the part of the it's just gone absolutely blank. Part of what we're doing is, yes, I'm always going to be pushing people towards PAWChain, because not just because of the partnership, but because I understand what the project is, and not just what the project is, but the people behind it and what they stand for, what they're building, and the fact that I know I know the type of person I am. I know the type of project that I've built and the community that have rallied around my project, and I see that same energy coming from PAWChain. So it's very easy to pass somebody over that I'm talking to as a potential client to a project who's got the same work ethic and ethos that I and my team have got. So some I've had so many projects reach out and say, "Oh yeah, bro, we want to do a partnership with you," and I'm like, yeah, no, I just don't think this is going to work, because I'm looking at what they do, and some, you've got to be nice to people to an extent, but you can just see that they're literally trying to use you as a stepping stone just to get in front of more people so they can potentially take advantage of people. So I've said no to so many other projects that have come in and said, "Oh, let's do a partnership," and it's like, no, I'm looking to grow something big here.
Yeah.
There's there's no doubt in my mind that the DeFi Times is $1 billion project. You know,
Yeah.
the way that we like, and we was having this conversation in our Telegram today.
Yeah.
Like, we've created our own lane. There's nothing out there that does what we do. There will no doubt be, in the next 12 to 18 months, many, many, many projects trying to copy what we're doing.
Yeah.
The difference is, I have in real world life in running a digital publishing company, because I did it back in 2014, back when the technology was, let's say, a little bit behind where it is today, you know. And
Absolutely. We usually, I hate to end this a little short because I still got just Dave that has to speak real quick.
yep.
We try and keep the spaces about an hour to 15 minutes max. So I just want to make sure he's got some time. Um, in closing though, with you, Nick, I just want to say, everybody in this room, give DeFi Times a follow, go hang out in the Telegram, download the app, get the magazine, read it. There's going to be a lot of big things coming. And this partnership, I think, is really going to blossom over the coming months here.
And thank you to Annie for posting the link up in the jumbotron. So if you're not familiar, just go follow the link up above. I just want to dovetail one more thing, and before we go down that road, DeFi Times is also on Solana, and they're looking to actually be. So they're a perfect test case for us for Nick to onboard and to talk about what that process is like for him. So it's like a win-win for everybody.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Nick, I really appreciate you coming up here, man. I know it's late. Go get some sleep, brother. You deserve it, man. Rest up, sleep in, and enjoy yourself, man.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Anytime, man. Much appreciated.
The pleasure was all ours. Thank you, Nick.
Thank you.
All right, just Dave. Been waiting patiently, like a baller down there. I appreciate it, brother. What's going on, man? How you guys doing? How you doing, buddy?
Hey, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Excellent.
Am I the
Excellent.
only one who can't hear him?
Yeah. So
I can hear him.
I can't hear him.
I can hear
I
you.
can't.
Uh-oh.
I'm just gonna let him talk. Annie, you take over, all right?
All right, let's do this, Dave.
yeah, it's okay. I've had the same problem in the last few spaces I've been into, so I totally get it. But anyway, I really just wanted to come up here and share some little bit of exciting news since Darkbro couldn't make it to the space. But I actually spoke to him last night. He actually has all his documentation filled out, submitted. And if everything went correct, he might have already added liquidity in the PA. Obviously, I can't confirm that because I haven't spoke to him today. But I think that's fabulous news. You know, everybody in our Discord is extremely excited about it. Yeah, I know you guys are low on time, so I just want to keep it brief. But I wanted to add, so I don't understand why people are so gung ho about marketing, because marketing is the only way that HRM has made it to PA. If Brian didn't find Darkbro, or if everybody were in all these spaces, there wouldn't be any projects launching on PA. So you know, Twitter, YouTube, that if you can't capture your projects and users there, then you're probably jumping into something too fast. So but anyway, we chose not to deposit liquidity onto a CEX to deposit liquidity in the PAWChain. So that's how excited we are about launching. And you know, I'm just a community member. We actually only have one guy on the team, and that's the developer Darkbro. He's the creator of the token. And when it comes to price action, that's our job to share that. And we're going to do that 100%. We're going to be sharing that. We're going to look at all the projects, not just HRM, but, you know, obviously HRM is my home. And I would invite anyone to join our Discord and watch it as everything unfolds. I did have a quick question, though. I was curious, is there going to be a way to watch prices of tokens on PAW, or are we just looking at Dex tools in the beginning? Is there something that's going to show that?
Okay, so I'm gonna we're gonna have a way later on. I know it's hard to right now on the platform to have all the chains showing. But they we did ask already that, and the dev team said that they're working to have a dashboard where we will be able to see that. But yeah, it's for the moment is we can just go like let's see on what I do is just go on Dexels and I just open my contract
Excellent.
and I can see all the chains there. But yeah, so there's something that they're working on to add.
Okay.
Yeah. hmm
What's the question?
It's literally
Integration?
something I thought of while I was sitting in the space.
Yeah. So, Brian, let me just let Brian know. So, Dave was asking about, the platform. If we're gonna have a way to see the prices on it, like, all the information, right, Dave, on the other chains in one place.
Right,
Yeah,
So,
for the
that's
ones that are
coming.
on the
It
L3.
will be
mhm.
there like when we get integration into like Dex Screener, Dex Tools. The thing is with us being such a custom chain, like integration isn't quite as easy as a copy and paste from an EVM. So it takes a lot of time. There's a lot of work that has to be done with the developers and to make integration happen. But 100% the devs are working on it. They do have a plan. It was actually something we were discussing just yesterday or the other day. So yes, that eventually that will be something that does happen, and they are cognizant of it. Yes.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you letting me up. We're gonna have kind of like a little watch party Wednesday night at 8 Eastern time in a space. So um, if you see us up there, stop by, say hi. Any of the projects that are launching on PAW, it'll be a few of the honorarium guys hosting. But anybody that's kind of any other project that's going to be on there, we would love to have you up and see what the experience is so far, and then we'll probably just sit there and watch the charts a little bit and just have a discussion.
Oh my goodness, awesome!
Sweet.
Wednesday you said?
So you're launching on Wednesday?
No. We're gonna have we're gonna hold a space on Wednesday to talk about our experiences so far.
Oh, great.
Oh, okay.
And we want to discuss and have everybody that is launching, if possible, if they could stop in and just say hi and what their experience is so far. And we're hoping the excitement kind of drives price action, some projects, and even PAW. And like I said, we're the community. That's our job to watch the price, not the team.
Sweet beans.
I would love to be there. Yeah, definitely. You guys,
Absolutely.
yeah,
I'll schedule it after the space.
Sweet.
awesome.
And
Yeah, because
post the link below. That would be great.
I'll do that.
okay, yeah, we can. When you put it on the Jumbotron, you have the link already, or
No, you know what? I have it partially scheduled. I just never hit submit.
okay. Well, let us know.
Submit.
So let me tell Brian because he probably knows already. Like he's like all the time. I see him on your Discord and server. Keeping you guys updated. Him and the community at Shills there as well. So Ryan, he was commenting that they have a space on Wednesday, and he's inviting us to join, right? They're gonna talk about the experience so far with PAWChain, and well, that's nice. I love it. Are we bringing some? Like, if we don't bring anything, you don't let us up. Or is that one? Just kidding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Share the link. Share the link, and
Yeah.
I'll do I will do anything I can to be there. If it's after work, I'll 100% be there. If it's during work, I will sneak away and at least get in there for about 5 minutes to make it happen. Just to be a part of that, though, for sure. But guys, it is definitely getting late, and PawChain is on the other side of the pond, so I want to be respectful of that so they can get some sleep. So we're just going to go quickly. Quick few sentences, closing thoughts. All the speakers. Paul Alchemist, I'll start with you. Then we'll go to Sir Shills, Crypto Lounge, Just Dave, Nick, he's still in here, and then Annie, and then we'll wrap it up. A few sentences, guys, real quick.
Sweet beans. Actually, I had a question, and it's sort of related to why Nick is in the space to begin with. It's he asked yesterday in his own space. So when is our NFT marketplace coming online? And I didn't have a valid answer for him. I said, you know, at the end of the year, but I don't know what any of the specifics or the details.
That is true. It is on the 2024 roadmap. I believe. So yeah, I would assume by Q4. I'd have to pull up the roadmap just to see. But I remember talking to 21 about it because he's like that's like his thing. He really knows a lot about it. He's been talking a lot about it. And yes, it is supposed to be by the end of 24. Yes.
Alrighty then. Nick, I'm sorry, that's the best I could do for you, baby. But you know, ask 21 and he'll get you the details so you can talk to your people in your space.
Yeah,
I
no,
guess
that's cool.
the
Thank you.
the last thing I just want to say is great week, everybody. Let's push on and make this the next week, which I believe this is onboarding week. If I'm you know prognosticating, we're that close to onboarding. So let's push on and raid the out of everything.
Let's do it, man. Absolutely, Sir Shills, man. Closing thoughts, brother.
Oh, another. Can you guys hear me? I'm having a bad connection again.
Yeah, I hear you.
Loud and clear.
Okay, sorry. Yep. No, great to hear from everybody. Thanks to all the speakers for showing up and all the listeners, everybody for what you're doing. Last thing I'm going to say here, shout out to Shadow and Bacano, and I'm scrolling down here now, and Alex for getting the attention of Bitso. It's I believe, a Spanish centralized exchange. I shared the tweet at the top there. You can see they did the thought emoji, and then the PAWChain official account did the thought emoji, the PAWChain Spanish account, the PAWChain Germany account, the Paw Help Desk, and then I've lost track of how many community members have also added the thought emoji to it. So it's kind of like the PAWChain hot train, I guess. Anyway, feel free to add your emoji there as well. We're getting more and more attention, more and more eyes on us. Annie has a space. Sorry, Annie and Alex have a space tomorrow, the Spanish space. Sorry, Annie, if I took that away from you, but everybody is always welcome. It's welcoming as the Telegram space. I don't speak Spanish well at all, but we're welcome to join. We're welcome to speak English, and Annie and Alex will translate it for us, and Bacano and Luck as well, from English to Spanish and Spanish to English. So hope to see you guys there tomorrow. If not, it's Sunday, so I understand. But thank you again, everyone, for your effort and your support, and I will see you guys out there shilling.
Thanks, man. Thanks for everything you do, Sir Shields. Always recognize the effort and much appreciated. Thanks for coming up here and speaking and hanging out with us. Crypto Lounge, closing thoughts, brother.
Yeah, real quick, man. Keep pushing, guys. On X, we always do a great job. Don't forget Reddit. Scotia Girl's doing a great job, along with others as well. Don't forget Reddit as well. If you're not in Discord, Ground Zero for a lot of information, guys. So, with that said, have a safe weekend, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks again for coming up, Crypto Lounge. Always great information and knowledge. And if you guys haven't, give Crypto Lounge a follow, subscribe to his YouTube channel. Excellent content. He makes some of the best videos around. And, it's only a matter of time as we grow that I think his channel is going to absolutely explode as well. So definitely subscribe and take a look at what he's doing. Just a lot of great stuff. Throw it over to Nick. Closing thoughts, man.
Um, so many. um, Look, just thanks for bringing us up. This partnership between us is more than just trying to make a little bit of short-term noise. What we're looking to do with the industry, whether it's education or growth, we can help PAWChain to grow. I'm getting my guys to join your socials. I'd like your guys to join our socials. The bigger the DeFi Times grows, the more we can pull the PAWChain community up with us. So it's not just about let's say we're a partner just to make a little bit of noise. I genuinely think that as a real partnership, where our communities intermingle with each other, where we follow each other's Twitter, we join each other's Telegrams, we can really grow massively off of the back of it. So I'm really excited about the partnership, and I think we can both really grow off the back of it.
Absolutely, man. And you speak on something that I say all the time. We're not going to be able to grow and do what we want to do with just the community that's currently in PAWChain. We're going to need other projects to support us. We're going to have to support other projects. We're going to have to become, build. I would say build bridges, right? Build as many bridges.
Yes.
Be supportive of other legitimate projects who are trying to build. So, Nick, that's well said, man. I'm gonna
Can
toss
I
it.
just
Go
ask?
ahead, real quick. Yeah,
Oh, she's just disappeared.
yeah.
I
I don't know
want
what
to.
happened to her.
Yeah, I was just about to say, Annie, have you read the Spanish issue of the magazine? And since you're going to have a Spanish space, can you obviously mention that the magazine is in Spanish? So if she doesn't come back in, can you
Oh,
can
there
you
she is.
speak
She's
with her?
back.
There she is. She just popped back up.
Oh, I'm
That,
I'm
yeah,
I'm sure she'll mention it. Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
But Nick,
So,
Nick,
and
much appreciated, man. Thank you so much for coming to the space, and I look forward to all we're gonna accomplish.
perfect. Thank you.
Go ahead, Annie.
Oh, my turn. Sorry, I don't know what I did. Press, but okay. So, first of all, thank you, Nick, for your platform. You have Spanish. Glad you see the potential. I appreciate it. You have no idea how much, and it's we we're a strong force, man. I'm just saying thank you very much for that. And I did we did share it on the Spanish account for PAWChain Spanish in Espanol. So we're definitely gonna promote it tomorrow. Again, also on the space that we have. Same it's a hangout too, but in Spanish. We do it every week. Depending on the
Which
season. So right now we're doing it on Sundays.
which is exactly what he was asking about, Annie.
Oh, you
So
did? Oh,
great,
great.
great. You're thinking along the same lines.
Beautiful. Thank you, Pal Alchemist. I'm glad is the person I didn't know it was. But thank you, you're here. I really appreciate it.
Sure.
So
Just
let's
one more
see.
thing before I jump off. This is
Yeah.
a new account for me. I mean, I
Mhm.
obviously you may recognize the voice, but a lot of back and forth between Twitter to reactivate my old account. They won't. So I'm setting up a new account. So if everybody could do me a solid and just follow me, that'd be great. I want to look as legitimate as possible. So thank you very much for everybody that has followed me. And if you haven't, a follow wouldn't hurt. I will follow back. It's follow for follow. Nonetheless, thank you very much for everybody. I appreciate you guys greatly.
Followed.
Same. Thank you for man. Twitter. You know how many accounts? I don't even want to start. But I'm so sorry that I can get your other account up. Hopefully it comes up. They fix it for you. Stay on.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Too many hoops to jump through. On Discord, I'm Coin Advocate, so I'd love to change the name to match, but they're being persnickety about that. So just let's leave it as
Mhm.
Paul Alchemist, and we'll go back that way. All right.
Okay.
Again, sorry for interrupting.
Oh, no worries, no worries. Thank you for you to be here and make the clarify that. Awesome. Everyone, please follow him. I just did. Yeah, I just did follow. Awesome. Okay, so what else? I wanted to mention something about Telegram and Discord. No, so Shills mentioned it earlier. Brian did as well, I believe. So there's so this platform. We also have Reddit. And Nana Scotia Girl is the best, right? Like it's a great place to get your news and any questions. It's pretty much a personalized right there help to you. And it's great. I love it. She can't come today, but she promised next week. Hopefully, it's not the same without her. And what I wanted to mention was between Discord and Telegram. It might be a little different team, the way they are in general, but it's so unique. Both teams, right? They're so unique. Um, Discord, I'm like more serious about it. It's pretty cool, it's nice, but Telegram and Telegram mods, it's crazy. I love it. It's saying things serious, but it's I don't know. It's we have a lot of communities there, different regions, different times, and different languages, and somehow we all can actually get together, and be in harmony, with one another. I know it's hard when you have different cultural backgrounds, and we might not agree sometimes, but it just makes us stronger because when you have people that think the same thing. I don't know. It's there's no much growth, but we have different points of view. Then you can explore the possibilities, right? So I just want to say thank you so much for everyone. You guys on Discord are killing it. I'm hoping to have Dark Magician here soon. I mean, I asked me for more than a year. One day, hopefully, he decides to come here and speaks and say hello, at least hello, right? And the rest of the mods, that'll be amazing. So, and same for Telegram. You guys are amazing too. It's a big family, and you guys are everyone. It's great, an important part of the community. I just wanna you know, uh, just mention it one more time. It's not enough, the times that we say it as a community member or as part of team or whatever. I think it's a part of the team is just a role, just a badge, but it's I think it's the community is in general is what we make this project a whole. So I appreciate you guys. We're going through these launch mainnet beta, and you might be saying everything set up, but you have to understand, you have to remember this is a custom built project. There's no other project like this out there. Okay, others, yeah, copy paste, yeah, sure, like add this, take this out, right? And there's already technology built for them that they can add up and tweak a little bit and add something else. But us is different. This is new. This is the uh, yeah, we dare to call it, yes, we dare to call it the fourth generation blockchain technology. This is it. So just remember, there's work to do, which they're doing right now, the devs, adding one utility at a time to make sure if there's anything that needs to be fixed or look up. At that moment, it can be focused on that and make it work and move on to the next one. So I just wanna remind you guys of that and marketing. You're seeing it right now. We're training on other like we've seen base, for example, in base chain, the updates on the volume. We're going up. We're getting on in the first 10 projects and CoinGecko. Also, Jimmy Ba is doing an amazing job on my coin market cap as well. He's been great. I remember he was oh my gosh, I don't know if someone remembers, but when Jimmy Ba started posting about PAW and coin market cap, he was, how many followers he had? There was it 8,000? No, 15,000. Not remember, but he has. Last time I checked was 56,000 followers. He has a batch of one of those platinum batch rewards nomination with CoinMarket Cap, and it's just a taste of the community. We have you guys here on Twitter and Telegram, and they're looking to you guys want to do a passage, go ahead, all yours. So you want to go on TikTok, Instagram. I know Instagram's a little bit hard, but everything can be done, and everything we're here because a lot is because you guys, the community, all of us, and we appreciate of you, and it's an honor, a pleasure to be here with you guys, to all, to everyone, and I hope we can continue and push this project even further. With that, those phases coming up that they already have, planning on the developers. This is not just blockchain is launched and that's it. We're good. Bye. That was open. You guys decide what to do with it after. No, this is 24 months, already of work schedule. So yeah. If you want to know more about PAWChain, we have our links, socials, PAWChain, follow PAWChain, the official account. You'll find all the links there. PAWChain.net. You'll find a lot of information, documentation. Have any questions, please come to Discord here, Twitter, follow the speakers, PM them if you have anything that you would like to ask. We have Paw Help Desk, and that's I don't know if there's another project out there that you have an account exclusively that takes care of your questions, and even doing one-on-one sharing screen helps the person show how to do every step. So that's a lot of patience and a lot of dedication, and I thank you all for that. The ones taking care of Paw Help Desk. I don't know if I can mention. I'm gonna mention it. Dan Mingle, Effie and Wax, Beers, Rugs. Who else? We have many people there, different time zones. If they don't come to you right away, believe me, they will. They will get to your ticket. So to help you out. Yeah, and that's what I wanted to say. And well, we're in this together, right? So let's help one another and push PAWChain to the top. All right. So I don't know if Brian have anything else to add.
You covered it really well, Annie. I just wanted to say thank you for allowing me to come up here and co-host the space tonight. Thank you to Paw for taking the time out. I know it's late over there. Sorry we ran a little bit over. A lot to talk about, a lot of speakers. Much appreciated to our gracious host and to everybody who came out tonight. Thank you so much. There is so much more coming. We're here for you guys. We want this to succeed just as much as you, if not more. We're going to keep building. We're going to keep grinding. There's so much more to come. I hope to see you guys at the next space, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the community. I hope you guys all have a wonderful evening, and remember, get out there. Tomorrow's Sunday. It may be today already where you're at. Touch some grass. Take some time. Put the phone down. Take the dog for a walk. Take your wife out to lunch, your girlfriend, whoever, spend some time with your kids. Enjoy the important things. This crypto will be here when you get back. There's plenty of time. We got plenty of community members to take care of it. Touch some grass tomorrow. That's my assignment to everybody in here. I hope you guys all have a wonderful evening.
Thank you, Brian. All right, so I'm just gonna let the PAWChain know that we're closing the space now. And yeah, apologize for the inconvenience. Let's see. I'm just gonna call it. Okay. I like bothering people. So sorry. Let's see. All right. Oh, in the meantime, while we're getting this space closed, I don't remember we have our space. I mean, the fight on August 3rd. Brian mentioned that we can download. We can download. I thought sorry, the message. No, but we can download an app for Apple in the App Store for to watch the fight. Anyway, we'll put more and more messages in the week. Now I got PAWChain's attention. We're gonna go ahead and close the space. You guys have a great weekend. Take care. Thank you for being here.